We're telling stories of the celebrated Chassid that have Monya Monizal. So this story was told by the Chassidic Rebbe to our Rebbe. Okay, people wait for the story, you have to tell the story. So the Chassidic Rebbe tells the Rebbe, the Seder in Lubavitch was that in time the Rebbe Marash. So in the external room sat just a regular attendant, and then the room behind him, and then behind that was the Rebbe Marash's Yechidus room. There sat Rabbi Leivik, the Meshodis, and he would write down the Memorim of the Rebbe Marash. And to get to Rebbe Marash, it was through Rabbi Leivik because we had a story already. And then behind his room was the Rebbe Marash's holy room. So once Rabbi Monye Moneson, Fernandez right, yeah, Moneson, was standing in Rabbi Leivik's room, and he wanted to hear what's happening in the room of the Rebbe Marash. Maybe the Rebbe Marash will come out and get a glimpse of him. It was after midday, and all of a sudden, in Rabbi Monye's mind, he's starting to remember everything that happened from his childhood, and he couldn't banish the thoughts. It's everything that ever happened in his life is coming to him in vivid colors. After some time, the Rebbe Marash came out of his room, and he said to him, when you daven in Ashrei, you say, Zeicher av tuvcha, Yabiyu, may the remembrance, they express the goodness of your remembrance. When you say that, you're referring to the Eibishter, you're remembering. With Kavana, so the effect that all that are in the Makiv HaKor, which means in the small orbit, remember everything that happened from the time that they were conscious. So the Marash was saying Ashrei then, and saying this pasuk, and he was close in the room nearby. That's why Rav Monye was memory, Hashem remembering, it affected him, that he remembered everything from the time he was aware. Once the conclusion is that once he traveled with Rebbe Marash to outside Lubavitch for communal for something, he didn't say what. So once they were walking, and while they're walking, he's thinking of Monye that according to his plan, he's going to come to Lubavitch for Yom Tov, for Yom Neroyim, and stay there till after Sukkot. And they're walking. This is what he's thinking of Monye. He's walking with Rebbe Marash. And then all of a sudden, an inappropriate thought enters his mind. Rebbe Marash turned to him and said, "You're standing too close." His inappropriate thought was disturbing Rebbe Marash. And then he added, and as for your thought about making plans that you're going to be in the Lubavitch for Yom Tov, in general, a person shouldn't take promises on himself, even in machshav, even in thought. But he was like saying in his own mind, this is what he's going to do. Don't be so certain of yourself, even in machshav. Got to be careful. Got to be careful in whose proximity you stand. Right, friends, have a wonderful day. May Hashem continue tomorrow.